I love watching movies. I've been watching movies for a long time, and there is one storyline that has been coming back and back and back, especially in the movies, dramas from Asia, especially China and Korea. And that line is the competition between people, especially parents and children, and then the neighbors or people who have some kind of relationship. You find the competition between them is very fierce, and people are trying to kill each other, they're trying to steal property from each other, they're trying to destroy the other person, and it becomes very warlike. It becomes like a war, not as a normal competition. And as I think about it, I'm asking myself, is this how the competition should be? Or is there something wrong somewhere? And as I thought about this a long time, I came to a conclusion that this is being caused by comparison. When people are not satisfied with who they are, what they have, or how they live, and they want to imitate or get the life of others, they start comparing themselves to the lives of others. Even if they have everything perfect, they have a good life, they have property, they have money, they have everything, but because they still compare themselves to others, it becomes very hard for them to accept themselves as they are, and they start to want life like what the other person is living like. And this is not only in movies, it happens in our real life, where you find a person is not happy because of what he sees on social media. He wakes up, he opens the social media, Instagram, and he sees a photo of the same person, they went in the same class, but the other person is driving maybe a very nice car, and the person goes, how is that person living that life and I'm living this life? And his day is ruined because he's going to spend his day thinking about that instead of working for himself to become better and better and better. And as I think about it, even in business, you don't compete to kill your competitor. You don't compete to be the only one doing something. You compete to become better and better and better and not get out of the market. Sometimes competition can become very fierce, even in a business where you can find some people buying out their competition. They're trying to stay dominant on the market, and that's understandable. But let's talk about this in a personal way and give an example of someone living through this kind of life. Imagine you were born and you had a sister or a brother, but your parents seem to be only favoring your brother or your sister, and you were not given enough care, enough attention, no one was looking at you, and you always felt like you are alone, you don't matter, and your life is not as loved as the other person. As you grow older, you've found ways to accept yourself, but you could not achieve that. You've always felt like there's something lacking, and you always want to prove something to other people, to your parents, to yourself, to the neighbors, to everyone who thinks you don't matter or you have not yet achieved great things. When the person who that started with, let's say your brother, who your parents favored, when that person is still achieving more, maybe gaining fame or gaining money, and you're not getting that, even if you have some of it or you are even better than that person, you're always jealous of that person because you don't think they should achieve that thing, because you think you deserve it more than them, and you want to take it away from them, and you find yourself doing some crimes because you are not accepting, you're not grateful for what you have. You want more, but the way you are wanting that more is not the way it should be. The reason I'm saying this is, one, I've watched a lot of drama with this, but I know this happens in real life, especially today. I want to say one thing, and that is comparison is killing your drive. If you are building, if you are living your life, and you are still comparing yourself to others, you are comparing your life to others, you are comparing your possessions to others, you are comparing everything you have, your family, everything to others, you will never be satisfied. You should be grateful to whatever you have. You should be satisfied. You should know that everyone in this life has something for them. You cannot have the same things as I have. I cannot have the same as you have. We are not the same. We are not the same people. We cannot be the same. We cannot have the same. You have your talent, I have mine. So if we cannot have the same thing, it's not a problem. Just be grateful for what you have. If you want more, have a drive, work for more, but don't think just because you don't have what you want yet, you have failed. You are not yet a failure. A person cannot be a failure, by the way. You are not a failure. You are just not yet there, and you are still on the way going to that place that you want to get to. So don't worry if you are not achieving everything right now. Just keep working hard. Be grateful for what you have, and everything will fall into its right place. When the time comes, you will know this is what I waited for. But there is a problem that as human beings we have, where even when we get what we wanted, when we get to that top, the top of the mountain, and we should be grateful to what we have, then we think we have everything that we should have, something that we wanted for a long time. When we get there, our ambition doesn't end. We feel like we still need to climb higher, and we still do that. And if you keep doing that your whole life, and at the end of the life you find that you've never been grateful, satisfied to what you had, you're going to find that you wasted your life, and you've never been happy because you're always looking to the things you don't have yet and not seeing what you have now. And as I'm telling you, I haven't got my end of life. I haven't achieved a lot of things. I haven't done a lot of things. But what I know is that so many people who have gotten to that level, people who had near-death experiences, people who are older, we always tell you to be grateful. They will tell you to be grateful for what you have. And I think our generation is very, very blessed for having what we have today, and for having the access to what we have access to today. Like 150 years ago, people did not have access to the information as we do today. They did not have access to quick transport as we have today. They did not have access to convenience as we have today. And we have it today, but we still feel ungrateful. We don't appreciate that. We want more. We want to get in the future right now. And we don't even take time to enjoy what we have now. And I know some people enjoy that. If you enjoy it and you are grateful, this is not a video for you. But if you feel stuck and you feel like you still need more, this is a video for you. I'm telling you, start by being grateful for what you have. And if you don't have anything, work hard to achieve something. But I'm sure that everyone at any level you are in life, you have something that other people want. Maybe a skill, maybe something you possess, maybe anything. But even if you don't have any possession, no money, no what, you can be grateful for having a life, for having a healthy body, a healthy mind. And as long as you have that, as long as you have life, you can always make something out of it. As long as you have your head, you have your legs, you have your arms, you can do something, anything. Just go out there, find someone who needs what you can do, and do it for them. And I always say that there is always something you can do. There's always something you can learn. Your mind, as long as your mind is functioning, you can learn something. And as long as your hands are functioning, you can do something. Just find out what that thing is.